So do you also use Razorpay to sell your products online? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect, and in this video we are going to understand how to trigger Google chat message for Razorpay refunds. So like you, I also use Razorpay to sell my products online, and now what I want is that as soon as we process a refund through Razorpay, I want to notify my team on Google chat about the same. So to do this, we are simply going to create a connection between Razorpay and Google chat, and we are going to create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language using an amazing automation software which is Pabbly Connect. So if you also want to create this amazing automation for your own business, then for that you have to come with me towards my screen. Welcome to my screen everyone. Let's get started with this setup. Alright, so keeping your team informed about the refund activities is crucial, especially for finance or support. So in this automation, we'll send an instant message to Google chat every time a Razorpay refund happens. And you must be wondering, how is this going to work? So for that, I'm just going to first show the proper working of this automation. Let's say I'm just going to go towards this transactions and I'm just going to issue a refund for this. So I'm just going to go towards this issue refund and then issue full refund and this button which says yes refund. And as you can see that we have successfully issued this refund right over here. And once we issue this refund, automatically my team on Google chat will be notified about the same. So we are just going to wait for a few seconds till my team on Google chat is getting notified. You're going to see the customer details right over here, which is the phone number and the email address. Using these details only, my team on Google chat will be notified. Alright, so I'm just going to open my Google chat, and as you can see that my team on Google chat has been notified right over here. You're going to see all the details are exactly the same. The customer name, the amount, the payment ID, refund ID, and the customer email. So as you can see that within seconds and in real time, my team is notified on Google chat whenever we issue a refund using Razorpay. So yes, this is no magic. This is the power of automation which we're going to learn in today's video. And if you also want to create this amazing automation for your own business, then for that you have to watch this tutorial till the end. So to do this, I'm just going to open a new tab and I'm just going to look for the landing page of Pabbly Connect simply by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. So I'm just going to simply search for pabbly.com/connect in my browser, and now it is going to open the landing page of Pabbly Connect. And this is the automation tool using which we're going to create a connection between Razorpay and Google chat. But before we move in further and create this automation, I'll just show you something really helpful. This is the Pabbly community where automation users, business owners, and marketers connect. Pabbly community is a space where users share their ideas, workflow tips, doubts, and solutions. So if you're stuck at any step, the community is a great resource for guidance because we have experts in this. And if you also want to join this amazing community, the link is given in the description box below. Make sure to check it out. Alright, I'm just going to move in further and create this automation. For that, I'm just going to go back towards the landing page of Pabbly Connect. And over here, we're just going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can simply click on this sign up for free, and you're going to get 100 of tasks free every month to explore the application. But over here, I'm an existing user, so I'm simply going to click on this button which says sign in. And now it is opening all Pabbly apps, and over here you're going to see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm simply going to click on this access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connects account. And now it is opening the dashboard of my Pabbly Connects account, and to get started, I'm just going to simply click on this button which says create workflow. And now it is asking me to select the workflow builder, the new one or the classic one. So the new workflow builder is more faster, flexible, and ideal for those who want a modern interface, while the classic one on the other hand has a stable and familiar approach and perfect for those who want a tried and tested setup. So you can use any one from this. I'm just going to use this new one, so I'm just going to go towards the select of the new one. Now it is asking me for the workflow name, so I'm simply going to enter the name of my workflow, which is trigger Google chat message for Razorpay refunds. And now for the folder, I'm just going to simply select the folder in which I want to save this workflow. So on my dashboard, you can see multiple folders which I've already created in which I save my workflows. So if you also want to create a new folder, you can simply go towards this create new folder button and create your own. Alright, now I'm just going to move in further and click on this button which says create. And once I'm just going to click on this create, it is going to open the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow particular window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger and actions are the two main principles on which our workflow is going to run. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the trigger starts the process while the actions are response or the results towards the same. For our today's example, the trigger will be Razorpay and the action will be Google Chat. Because what I want is that whenever a new refund is initiated on Razorpay, automatically my team on Google Chat will be notified. Alright, so first I'm just going to set up this trigger. For that I'm just going to go towards this add trigger button. And now for the trigger application, I'm just going to simply select it as Razorpay. So I'm just going to search for Razorpay and select it. And now for the trigger event, I'm just going to simply select it as refund processed. And now I'm just going to click on this connect. And now it is giving me a webhook URL using which we're going to create a connection between Razorpay and Pabbly Connect. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to simply copy this webhook URL. Then I'm just going to open my Razorpay account. Now from the left end of the site, we have to go towards this developers and then towards this webhooks. And after coming over here towards this webhooks, we simply have to go towards this add new webhook. And now it is asking me for the webhook URL. So we are simply going to paste the URL which we copied from our workflow. And now for the secret over here, if you wish, you can definitely add the secret, but this is not required. So I'm just going to move on further. For the alert email, if you wish, you can definitely add the alert email right over here. Now it is asking me for the active event. So for the active event, we have to select it as refund processed. So I'm just going to simply look for it and select it and click on this create webhook. And once I'm just going to do this, yes, you can see webhook saved successfully. So with this, we have successfully added our webhook URL right over here in our Razorpay account. And with this, we have successfully created a connection between Razorpay and Pabbly Connect. But now it is saying waiting for webhook response. And what we have to do is we have to do a test submission in order to capture this webhook response. And to do this test submission, I'm just going to go towards this transaction section of Razorpay. And over here, you're going to see all the transactions of my Razorpay account. And what I'm just going to do is, let's say I'm just going to issue a refund for someone. So let's say I'm just going to issue a refund for this. So I'm just going to go towards this details right from here. And after coming over here towards this details, I'm just going to issue the refund for this. I'm just going to go towards this issue refund right from here. And then I'm just going to simply go towards this issue full refund and yes refund button. And as you can see that with this, we have successfully issued this refund. And now with this, we have successfully did the test submission too. And now what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to open my workflow and we're just going to wait till Pabbly is going to capture the response of the same test submission. And as you can see that Pabbly has successfully captured the response of the same. Oh, we're going to see all the details. We're going to see first name, last name, the phone number and the email address of the user. Not only this, you're going to see that this is refunded, or we're going to see the UPI ID with the help of which the payment was made. So as you can see, the amount is coming as 15 lakhs, but we're going to see the amount was only and only 15,000. So what happens is that while capturing the response, this eliminates this decimal value. So as you can see, the amount was 15000.00, but over here it has eliminated the decimal value and it has given us the full. So what we are just going to do is we are just going to simply divide this with the help of 100. So what we're just going to do is I'm just going to simply divide this full amount with 100 so that we can receive the desired amount, which is 15,000. So to divide this, what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to use a feature by Pabbly, which is number formatter. So I'm just going to go towards this add new action step. And now for the action application, I'm just going to simply select it as number formatter. So it is a feature by Pabbly which helps you to format the number. And over here, we're just going to perform a math operation. So I'm just going to select the event as perform math operation and click on this connect. And now it is asking me for the number to perform the math operation. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to simply enter the number. So I'm just going to simply enter the amount right over here. So this was the amount. So I'm simply going to enter it. But we are not going to enter it manually by typing it like this, but instead I'm just going to map it. So you must be wondering what is mapping. So mapping is a method by Pabbly, which means inserting the data from the previous step. And once we insert the data from the previous step, automatically our data becomes dynamic and change with every new response received. Alright, so over here I'm just going to simply map this amount first, and I'm just going to put a comma and I'm just going to enter 100 manually because I want to divide each amount with 100 only so that we can eliminate this decimal which we have received right over here. Alright, now for the operation, I'm just going to select it as divide and click on this save and send test request. And as you can see that we have successfully received the desired amount, which is 15,000. And now I'm just going to map this same amount further so that we can send automated messages like this, which also has amount in it. Alright, so for that, I'm just going to move on further and add another action step. Now for the action application, I'm just going to simply select it as Google Chat. So I'm just going to search for Google Chat right over here. And as you can see the same, so I'm simply going to select it. And now for the event, I'm just going to select it as create message and click on this this connect. And now it is asking me for the webhook URL. And how are we going to get that? For that, I'm just going to open my Google chat, go towards this name, which is the space name, apps and integrations. And now after coming over here, we have to go towards this webhooks. So as you can see that I have already created this webhook. What you have to do is you simply have to go towards this add webhook, give your webhook a name. If you wish, you can definitely give avatar URL too, and click on this save, and you will also receive this name and the webhook URL. And after receiving this, you simply have to go towards this three dots and then copy link, and this is your webhook URL. So you can simply copy and paste it right over here. And now it is asking me for the message, so I'm just going to simply enter the message, something like this right over here, which I'm just going to send on Google chat. So I'm just going to simply enter the message, and as you can see that we have successfully entered this message. And now I'm just going to simply map the details in this message. I'm just going to map the first name, then I'm just going to put a space and map the last name. Now I'm just going to map the amount, but we are just going to map the amount from the result of number formatter by Pabbly. Now for the payment ID, I'm just going to simply map the payment ID right over here, and then I'm just going to simply map the refund ID too. So I'm just going to look for refund ID right over here, and as you can see the same, so I'm simply going to map it, and then I'm just going to simply map the email address of my customer. And after doing all of this, I'm just going to simply click on this save and send test request. And once I'm just going to click on this save and send test request, we have received the positive response that we have successfully notified our team on Google chat. So I'm just going to open my Google chat, and as you can see that we have successfully notified the team. Over is the customer name, the amount, the payment ID, the refund ID, and the email too. So within seconds and in real time, I've successfully notified my team about the new refund processed. And now what is going to happen is that whenever we're going to process a refund from Razorpay, automatically within seconds and in real time, my team on Google chat is going to be notified about the same. So yes, all of this is going to happen in backend. We don't have to come back in again to our workflow to click on save and send test request, like I showed in the starting of the video. So yes, now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect. And while trying, if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. See you in the next video with many more automation tips. And if you wish, you can definitely get the workflow link in the description box below, so you can refer that and create your own workflow very easily. Thank you for watching, everyone. So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can connect many more applications. So now if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this URL. And now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect.